Okay guys, this is the gameplay video for the big game portion of Crazy 8 and Out. We're on the video, if you notice, we're going by each round, what I keep and things like that, so it'd be easier to follow. It's probably going to be a lengthy video, so I apologize for that because this is not going to be what you call this is not a short game, but yet it's not a long game. So I hope you enjoy the video. Anyway, please click and subscribe and on the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. So if you haven't checked it out, there's an introduction video that basically me talking about the parts. I'm not going to get into the parts when I've already got that video. So we're going to go straight into the game. The big game, we got, of course, 8 dice of different colors. And, of course, this little scorecard. So I'm going to rip me off this piece of the scorecard now. And I'm going to put CPP in games into this. Now I got a running total sitting over here. So at the end of kind of each round, I'll be putting up a little scorecard to show you where I'm at and all that each round. So give you a brief introduction on how this works. I'll give you a good example. On your scorecard here, I don't know if you can see it, it'll show it in the video. You have a number 1. Okay, that's the 1 ball, and it equals the 1. If you can see that there, the 1 on the dice. And then, of course, this is a 12-sided dice, so this goes up to 12. And then you basically add all those up, and that's your top part. See, this is exactly like Yahtzee, except for it has many different. Well, it's got more sides of a dice, and also you play with about 5 dice in Yahtzee, and this you're playing with 8, and it's multi-different colors, so you can actually get more different games off of it. Now, these down here, slop shot is basically all the dice total, and you would put it, of course, right here in the box. And then a full house is, by Yahtzee standards, is 3 of a kind of one suit and 2 of a kind on another suit, which would be a full house. Well, you get an 8 dice, so it shouldn't be that hard to get a full house with 8 dice to oppose of 5 dice. The only difference is on a regular die, it's 6 sides on a Yahtzee game, and this is 12, so it could be a little bit harder. A small straight in Yahtzee is 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, or I'm sorry, it's like a 4 of a kind, or not 4 of a kind, it's 3, 4, 5. It's like 3, 4, 5, and 6 on that. And this, you would have to have 5 dice to get a small straight, and then a large straight is you have to use 6 of the dice, and basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in that order. 5 of a kind, that's say that you get 5 12s. That's 5 of a kind. 6 of a kind, you get 6 of them, 6 12s. 7 of a kind is you get 7 out of the 8 of, let's say, 12s again. Or, you can say 6s or 9s. And then Crazy 8 is where all of the dice are the same number. Basically, we'll use the 8, let's say 8 8s. So it goes something like that. If you can't fill in a spot, it starts off as 0. And of course, if you're playing both the big game and the side pot game, then the big game, if you get 1350 or more, then you can advance to the side pot game. And if you just want to play one game, it's just just a big game, that's fine. You want to play the side pot game, that's fine also. Later on, I'll have a side pot game gameplay video for that alone. I just wanted to do this big one first, so we'll get started here. So this is my first roll and all that. So I'm going to sit here and say, well, the 11s look good. So I got 2 11s. That's my first roll. This is my second roll. I don't like that, so we're going to go with the 5s. I'm going to try to get my full house early. And, well, I'm going to go with my full house, and I don't have it. I'm going to have to, one thing to get is a little informational board, and it's got actually what the points are and stuff like that, which comes with the game. Sorry I didn't have it out at the beginning. So a full house cost me 100 points. So I'm starting off pretty good. So, like it says on this, how about I put this right here, and if you can see it or zoom in with your computer, you can. So I'm starting off with 100 points. Okay, that's my first roll. Reroll it if it falls off. You can do all of them. It really depends on how you want to play the game. I'm going to go with 3s. Okay. It's my last roll of the round. He kind of slid off. Well, I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm going to go with 3 3s. And if you see on the scorecard, I put that there. I rolled 3 of them, so you take 3 times 3. That'd be 9 points. Wasn't happy with it. I'd like to, with 8 dice, I would like to got more. So here's my next round. This one always likes going off. Okay. Wow. That's not a very good start. I'm going with the 1s. Yeah, it's not looking good unless I pull something out of my butt. Now you don't have to stick with them, you can actually switch. See, that's not very good. I got 3 1s, which 3 times 1 is 3. Also, this would be a good time to get a calculator as well. At the end, it's good to have a calculator. It's good to have a good sharp pencil too. I'm using a pen, so if I have to, I'll break out the calculator. So this would be my 4th round. Okay, we're going to go with 5s. I happen to have, well, wait a second. Actually, no. I'm going to go with 12s. We're going to try 12s out. 12s look like it's a good one. Second roll. And looks like I'm making a pretty good choice here. And then this one fell off the screen, but it was a 12. Now see, I got 5 of a kind. So I got one more roll, so I have a chance to get something good. And I didn't get anything. So I come over to my card here, and I see what 5 of a kind is, and that's 200 points. Okay. You know what? This is where the risk take comes in. I'm going to put the 5, and I'm going to put it in the 12. So I rolled 5 of them, and I'm putting it to the 12 because I think I could roll 5 of a kind later on. So this would be my 5th roll, 5th round. You got a 2, a 5, a 7, and it looks like the best thing I can do is actually well, wait a second. See, this is where you got to pay attention. I got a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10. I've got 6 of them. I've got 6 of them. And, well, I'm going to, after this round, I'm just going to go with one roll because I've got 6 dice here with the same number, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to go with my large straight, which is 300 points. Pretty good, one roll. And then it looks like I'm on my 6. And we got that. Let's see. I got a 1, I got a 2, I've got a 3. I'm going to get ballsy here. I got a 5. And then I'm just going to pull these back. Okay, I got 2 rolls to get a 4. And I got my 4. So I'm going to stay with that. And if you see on the thing, small straight is 200 points. Okay, so I'm going to go with my small straight, which my last 2 rolls were pretty good. Okay, so I'm on, looks like around 7, which is pretty good for one player. It's also pretty bad when you're playing by yourself. You know, you'd like to have more people. Okay. So this is round 7. Let's see what we're looking at here. I'm going to go with an 8, an 8. I'm going to go with the 8s right now. So that's roll number 1. Roll number 2, I've got another 8. And this is my last roll. I'm going to go with 4 8s. So 4 8s. And that would be 32 points because 8 times 4 is 32. 12 times 5 is 60. So I'm going with the 60. I think my math's right. If not, please double check me. So this is my 8th round. Let me see here. I'm going to go with the 12s. I know on my thing I got 12s, but also I'm looking over here at the slop shot, and that's how many total points I got. I'm actually going to keep the 10 and then the 11 because of that. That's what I'm going to shoot for next, and that is all the points total. On a regular Monopoly game, would be chance. It would be the section. So this is called the slop shot. So we're going with 12, 8, 6, and 3. Now this is where I said thing would be handy at, because I'm putting in the slop shot and it says the total dice count. So I got a 10 plus 12 plus 12 plus 11 plus 12 plus 8 plus 6 plus 3. So I got 74 points right there for my slot shot. So I can't use that anymore. I've got a lot of, on my rounds, I got a lot of individual balls still on here, but you know, I still got the, I guess you call them the big four. And remember, I passed up on a 5 of a kind for a on something else. So this would be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be my 9th round. Oh, we're going with 9s. I got 3 9s. Here's another 9. I don't have 9s on my thing, so we're gonna try a 9. Second roll, and I didn't get anything. Last roll of the round. Oops, this was a 9. I happened to hit it, and this happens to be a 9 that happened to help it out. But that's it. So I'm going over here, and I've got 4 9s, and I'm going to put 4. I'm going to put 4. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then, of course, I'm going to add it up. So 9 times 4 would be 36. And if I'm wrong, then I went to a public high school, and I'm sorry. But a lot of you did too. Or you wouldn't think about buying this game. Might make a good drinking game, right? So this is our 10th round. Still got quite a bit of balls to fill up. And I don't have 11s, and 11s look pretty good. 11. That was my first roll. Here's my second roll. Hey, that's good. 11. Now, I got one roll. I could go with the 11s, or I might go for something a little bit higher that I still got on my thing. And, oh, I got 111. So I'm going to go over here, and instead of putting 5 and 11, which would be 55 points, I'm going to put it in 5 of a kind, which the 5 of a kind is 200 points on the card. This card helps a lot. So 200 points for the 5 of a kind. So this would be our 11th round. I don't have 10s yet. This would actually be a good roll. This would be the beginnings of a good roll for a slop shot, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 out of 8 dice that are over. It's 10 or higher, but we're going to go with the 10s. Got 4 10s with 1 roll left. Now, if I get 4 dice, if I get 2, then I get my 6 of a kind, and I can still pass on these smaller ones. If anything about this game, you want to try to fill these bottom ones first before you get to the top balls, if that helps. You know, sometimes you might luck out or whatever. So I've got 4. So 10 times 4 is 40. And now to the next round. Round 12. So I haven't got 11s yet. Let's shoot for 11s. Once again, I had 6 out of 8 of my dice, 10 or over, so I could have used that for the slop shot, but we're going to go with the 11s. Oh. Second roll, around 12. I didn't get anything. And now the third roll, around 12. I've got 2. Which is saying, that's saying a lot with the dice that I got there, you know. Now it doesn't mean I can stick with 11. You know, after the first roll, if I got 2 11s, and then I happen to get like this even though it was my last roll, 3 3s, and I can switch to 3s. You know, it's the same rules as Yahtzee. It's just more sides of the dice and more dice to play with. So I'm going to put it down here at 2, and I scored 22. So we got the 13 round here. I still got 5 spots in the top, and I've got 3 spots in the bottom half. Well, I don't got 2s. Let's shoot for 2s. No, wait a second. What's this one here? That's a 9. Let's shoot for 2s. Yeah. That was roll number 1. I'm trying to keep them on here so nobody, you know, everybody can see the dice, so it's not like, oh, he's cheating. I'm not cheating. Now when you're trying to sell a game like this, you know, and that's sad. I've got 2 2s, so 2 times 2 is 4. So I got 4 points on round 13. Round 14. Oh. There we go. What do I need? Let's try this. I don't have 7, so let's try for 7s, and maybe we'll luck out and we'll get a bigger one out of this. And no. And we got one more roll of the dice. Third roll. Lost my camera. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. Only got 3 7s. So 3 times 7, that would be 21 points. This is round 15. Let's see what we need here. We got 4s, 5s, 8s, 6, 7, and 8 of a kinds. Let's go after the 5s. So we got a 5. We got a 5. Roll number 2. Oh, stay on. Now, don't got anything here. And it looks like I'm going to have a shortcoming with the 5s. Last roll. Actually, I'm going to... Well, I can't switch them. I already did 7s. So I'm going with 2 5s. 2 5s. 2. So 10. So this is what my scorecard looks like so far. Okay. Okay, this is round 16. I still need 4s, 6s, and then 6, 7, and 8 of a kinds. So 6s. And we're gonna do the 6s, I guess. 6s. Second roll. Got an 8, got a 2, got 3 6s, it looks like. Last roll. 1 1 2, and then this is a 9, so we're going with 3 6s. 8 times 3 is 18. Okay, this is round 17. Well, we're going to go with the lone one I have left, 4s. And I've got to worry about 6s, 7s, and 8s of a kind. So that was my first roll. 1 4. 2 4s. Actually, I'm going to be a little ballsy here. I got 1 roll. Well, no, I'd have to pick up 3 of them. Okay, I'm going to go with 1 roll on the 4s. I was going to switch to 11s, but it didn't work. Okay, I'm going with 3 4s. And then 4 times 3 is 12. So my top part, I've already finished my top part of the game. So I'm going to add those up right now before I go on to the, I believe it's the 18th round. But I've got 3 plus 4 plus 9 plus 12 plus 10 plus 18 plus 21 plus 32 plus 36 plus 40 plus 22 plus 60. So my number, I don't know if you can see it, is 267. And of course on the top half, I'll show you right here, the top half is where you can put your score in. It kind of helps things out. So my score was 267. And then I still got spots down here. I got my 6 of a kind, 7 of a kind, and 8 of a kind. And of course, if I don't get them, I put a 0. You know. Like I said, the calculator helps out a lot. So we're on the 18th round. I've got the biggies to get through. So here we go. Big money, no whammies. Okay, first roll, it looks like I got 3 2s. Second roll, I need 2s. Okay, I've got 5 2s with 1 roll left and 3 dice. Okay, this is the time where you start taking odds. And I didn't get it. So I've got 5 2s, and the worst I can get is 6 2s, and I didn't get it. So I'm gonna put a 0 at this crazy 8 because I don't think I can roll 8 of a kind. Okay, this should be our 19th round, and I got 6 of a kind and 7 of a kind left. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll the whole thing because I stacked them. If you stack them, you re-roll them. So this is actually roll number 1. I'll try to stack them. Okay, this over here. Sorry, my tripod's not working correctly. Okay, this was a 2. So let's see what we're shooting for. I'm going with 5s. with 2 rolls left. I need 5s. I didn't get 5s. 1 roll left. Need 4 5s. And I didn't get them. So over here I'm going to put the 7 of kind. I'm going to put 0. So I've got 1 spot left. And I'm on the 20th round. And here we go. Big flop. We need a big flop. No. I got 2 5s. I've got to get 4 5s with 6 dice. Second roll. It's not looking good. So, final roll. And I didn't get anything. I got 2 5s, and 2 5s don't matter to anything. So over here it's 6 of a kind. I'm going to put a 0. So as you can see, my card's filled up, and so I'm going to add these up. So this is what we're going to do. I've already did the top part, and it's 267 for the top part. So the bottom part, I would have 74 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 200, and then 0 plus 0 plus 0 because of the open spots that I didn't get it. Comes out to 874. Well, it shows here total of the bottom half, 874. Oh, I don't want to get too close. 874. And then the top half, right here would be 267. 267. So the 874 plus the 267 equals 1141. So by the game rules is 1141. I'd had to get to 1350 to advance to the next game, but if I played it just this one, that would be my running total. I'll give you a little bit more details. I'll give you a little bit more details by the rounds and things like that a little bit later on this video, and then the scorecard, how it looks, and things like that. But I want you to click and subscribe to our channel. Play the game. You know, we're going to do another video. It's on the side pot game, which is a little bit easier. Believe it or not, it's a little bit easier than this. It's basically matching the numbers and colors. But I hope you enjoyed this video. In the link, it will have where you can buy this game at. It's crazy now, and about 90% of the games that we have coming out or in development and all that is it's Q sports themed games, and you don't have to be into Q sports to play these games. These are just common games that just got kind of a Q sports flair to them. But I appreciate it. I can't speak, but be sure to have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.